Watch Operation 7 Save a Life tonight at 7:30 on Channel 7.
Right now, it's New York's #1 news with Joe Torres and Tanya Rivero. Ryan Field with sports and meteorologist Jeff Smith with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News at 6.
Another day, another call for Mayor Eric Adams to step down. People marched through Manhattan and demanded Governor Kathy Hochul remove the mayor from office.
But we begin with a developing story. Pope Francis's condition appears to have taken a turn for the worse. Late this afternoon, we learned the pontiff had what is being described as a respiratory crisis. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tanya Rivero.
And I'm Joe Torres. Right now, the 88-year-old pontiff is in critical condition after an asthmatic issue prompted doctors to treat him with high levels of oxygen and a blood transfusion.
The announcement comes one day after the Vatican had said the Pope was recovering well and not in danger of losing his life.
Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo is outside St. Patrick's Cathedral with our lead story tonight. Anthony.
Joe, Tanya, this is certainly a touch-and-go situation. The Pope's personal physician says he is certainly not yet out of danger. And as a team of doctors closely monitors the Pope's health in Rome, the congregation here at St. Patrick's Cathedral, well, they're leaning on the power of prayer. Pope Francis remains hospitalized and critical, according to the Vatican, battling pneumonia and a complex respiratory infection that worsened Saturday morning. So often Catholics turn to the pontiff for his blessings. Tonight, they pray for him.
It is worrisome, but I think his heart is at peace. He has led the Catholic Church, and we're all, again, praying for him, and we will see. We're waiting to see what God's will is for him, of course, with our prayers and best wishes.
The Pope, who has chronic lung disease, has been hospitalized since February 14th, following a bout with bronchitis. But Saturday, he suffered a prolonged asthmatic respiratory crisis, struggling to maintain a sufficient oxygen level while breathing on his own. Doctors had to supply oxygen to the 88-year-old, concerning for those who stopped to say a prayer at St. Patrick's Cathedral.
But I mean, his age and that illness, it's not a good combination.
The Vatican says the Holy Father continues to be alert, although in more pain. Pope Francis also received blood transfusions after tests showed a condition associated with anemia. For the second weekend in a row, the pontiff was expected to skip his traditional Sunday noon blessing, which he could have delivered from the hospital if he were up to it.
He's been our leader in the Catholic Church, and he has given us a direction. We're following Jesus. So that direction, we need him to be there. So for him not being there is going to be very hard to take. And we hope and pray that, we'll have another today, another tomorrow.
And that's certainly what the people here at St. Patrick's are doing right now. Doctors have said that the biggest health threat the Pope would face would be the onset of sepsis, which could occur as a complication to the pneumonia that he has been battling. Doctors have prescribed absolute rest, antibiotics, cortisone, and supplemental oxygen when needed. Of course, the prognosis here is this recovery will take time. But again, as the Vatican continues on with Holy Year celebrations without the Pope here at St. Patrick's, well, the Cardinal, along with the congregation here, extends their prayers and their best wishes. We are live for now in Midtown. Anthony Carlo, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Anthony, thank you. And we are following a developing story in Pennsylvania where one officer has been killed and several people injured after a shooting and hostage standoff inside a hospital. It happened in York County, west of Philadelphia. Investigators say a man entered an ICU with a pistol and zip ties and took staff members hostage. The suspect has been identified as a 49-year-old who had a previous interaction with ICU staff members and intentionally targeted the workers there. When officers arrived, the suspect opened fire. Again, one police officer was killed. 3 hospital staffers, including a doctor, nurse, and a custodian, along with 2 other officers, were shot and wounded in the attack. Police shot and killed the suspect. We are told no patients were injured in the incident.
The trial for New York City Mayor Eric Adams is now adjourned indefinitely, but the unrest in the city he leads remains.
People came out for a big rally today calling for Governor Kathy Hochul to remove Mayor Adams from office. Our Janice was out there talking to all those people and joins us now from City Hall with the latest. Janice.
Well, Joe and Tanya, the people at the rally today, they say they just don't think Mayor Adams is fit to be governing this city. They say they want the governor to use her power to remove him from office, or they say he should take the initiative and resign himself. A group marched from Washington Square Park to City Hall Saturday afternoon, demanding Governor Kathy Hochul remove Mayor Eric Adams from office.
I believe that Adams is an embarrassment as a mayor. We need a strong mayor. We have a lot of problems in New York City, and we need someone who will stand up for us to the federal government.
Instead of using her power to remove him from office, Governor Hochul proposed new rules that would affect the way he governs the city. Those at the rally say that isn't enough.
We need the governor to actually use her authority and her power to deliver in representing all New Yorkers and removing him, because he was elected again to represent New York City residents, not Donald Trump.
This march comes just a day after a federal judge canceled the corruption trial for Adams and appointed an attorney to argue against the Department of Justice's motion to dismiss the case against the mayor. Adams telling Eyewitness News he's not disappointed in the judge's decision.
I think, a life is full of process. It's about the process. I respect the process.
He maintains the DOJ's decision to drop the charges had nothing to do with his willingness to cooperate with the Trump administration on their immigration policies. Adams has consistently said the city should be cooperating with immigration enforcement officials for migrants who've committed violent crimes, but that there's limits to that cooperation.
I have been consistent. I tried to get the previous administration to do what I'm asking now.
However, some New Yorkers say Adams's actions cross the line.
Eric Adams has traded immigrant New Yorkers to save himself.
Well, the organizers of the rally have also created a petition calling on Governor Hochul to remove Mayor Adams from office. They say that once the signatures have been gathered, they will be delivering that to Governor Hochul. Outside of City Hall, Janice, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Janice, thank you. New tonight, a member of Gang Green robbed at gunpoint. ESPN reports someone robbed a New York Jets player last Saturday morning. The robbery happened near the unnamed player's New Jersey home. The Morristown Department of Public Safety says it appears the robbers followed the player and someone else as they returned home from a night out in Manhattan. Reports indicate the robbers got away with money, jewelry, and a watch, but there were no injuries.
Turning now to the AccuWeather forecast, and we're looking forward to a bit of a warm-up out there. Jeff Smith is in our brand new weather center with a first check of the weather.
Nice and shiny, right?
Yeah, and Jeff, you look great there.
As we move into these new digs, we'll also be welcoming a very new weather pattern, a warmer one at that, getting up into the 50s by the middle part of the week. We'll take baby steps, though, for now. 37 degrees right now in the park. High clouds moving in, made for kind of a pretty sunset out there. You did hit the 40-degree mark to the south and west in New York City earlier today. So here are your headlines. A quiet couple of days coming up along with that warming trend. Tomorrow some sunshine, more clouds on Monday, but getting into the 40s both days. Turning into the 50s by Tuesday and Wednesday. Now you can't rule out a shower Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday evening. There's a better shot at showers as we head into the day on Thursday. In the meantime, overnight tonight, barely falling below freezing in the city. We're talking 20s in the normally colder suburbs. Patchy clouds out there. Some sunshine tomorrow. A fantastic Sunday. That high getting up to about 45. There are those rain chances. A little rain chance Tuesday, a much greater rain chance by Thursday. Hey, we'll take you into the first day of March. Will it come in like a lion or a lamb? We'll detail that in your AccuWeather 7-day forecast coming up. Back over to you.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much. Negotiations for phase 2 of the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas are set to begin next week. However, the current hostage swap agreement is at a standstill. Hamas just released 6 hostages as part of that agreement. Israel was supposed to release hundreds of Palestinian prisoners in return, but has yet to do that. Meanwhile, protests continue in Tel Aviv for a hostage release breakthrough.
We are facing difficult days. This is a long, tiring fight, and there are extremists trying to derail negotiations.
Should Israel and Hamas enter phase 2 of the ceasefire, we could see the release of all the remaining hostages, a new governing body in Gaza, and the full withdrawal of all IDF troops from Gaza.
And as we continue with Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock on this Saturday night, a wild scene in New Rochelle. A fire tears through a marina and destroys multiple boats.
And I'm Ryan Field. Mets fans, this is what you've been waiting all winter for. And Yankee fans, you might want to close your eyes. In his first at-bat in a Mets uniform, Juan Soto, get out of here. A monster home run to left center. First inning, first at-bat, first home run. I'll have all the highlights from Florida coming up later in sports.
The FDNY and Channel 7 are on your side with one simple step that can save lives during a fire.
Close the door. Closing the door when you're trying to escape a fire means stopping the spread of smoke and flames, and it saves lives. So close the door.
For more fire safety tips, watch Operation 7 Save a Life tonight at 7:30 p.m.
I'm Joe Torres. Join us in celebrating our Latino community. Give voice to the people and share the resources that matter to you.
Watch Tiempo wherever you stream ABC-7 New York.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Equinox, starting under $30,000. And the all-electric Equinox EV, America's most affordable EV with a 315-plus mile range. Quality you expect and a dealer right down the street. It's your life, your choice.
It's my life, and I do what I want.
Qualified Chevy lessees can get this 2025 Equinox for around $259 a month. See your local Chevy dealer.
Donald Trump promised to bring down prices, but all we got is chaos, while prices just skyrocket. Josh Gottheimer's the Democrat for governor with a plan to make Jersey affordable. He'll cut property taxes 15%, lower costs for renters, and cut taxes for seniors.
The bottom line, you're paying too much in taxes and not getting your money's worth. I'm the only candidate for governor with a detailed plan to cut your taxes. I'll get it done.
Josh Gottheimer, lower taxes, lower costs for Jersey.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. You told us you love stargazing, almost as much as you hate parallel parking. That heavy right foot of yours? We got you. The Lexus ES didn't begin in a studio, it began with you.
Get special offers on select Lexus ES models.
You have something in you. It will carry you to greatness.
Make some noise! Let's go!
You can do anything. I know. The Oscars live Sunday, March 2nd on ABC and stream live on Hulu.
In Brooklyn, flames swept through a building in Prospect Lefferts Gardens and injured 6 people. The fire started just before midnight off Hawthorne Street. Investigators say the flames broke out on the 3rd floor of a 6-story building. 5 people suffered minor injuries. 1 person went to Kings County Hospital for treatment. No word tonight on what sparked that fire.
Quite a scene in Westchester County where a raging fire at a marina damaged a number of boats. Take a look at those flames. You can see how intense they are and how they managed to spread so quickly from boat to boat. The fire broke out shortly after midnight at the Imperial Yacht Club in New Rochelle. We're told no one suffered serious injuries in the fire, and at this point we don't know what sparked the flames.
Fire safety is critical, and it's never been more apparent than now after the wildfires in Los Angeles and here in our area. So good leadership, paramount. Eyewitness News anchor Bill Ritter spoke with the new FDNY Commissioner, Robert Tucker. He has been on the job for about 6 months, but says he prepared for the role his whole life. From the time he was a little boy, when Robert Tucker used to follow New York City fire trucks on his bicycle, he's been fascinated with fighting fires. He stayed close to the fire department, working for them as an intern in his teenage years before he joined the FDNY Foundation. Well, now Tucker brings his decades of experience as a businessman to the FDNY, and he promises technology will fuel innovation.
Tech is the future of the city of New York. Tech is the future of how governments are going to think about solving problems. And tech is the future of the fire department as well.
To learn more about the FDNY's new commissioner, his plans, and other fire safety programs, join us for Operation 7 Save a Life tonight at 7:30 right here on Channel 7.
Up next, you might notice a little different look to this evening's newscast, and we're going to give you a look at how our new home came to be.
Plus, Jeff returns with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast and the warm-up that is on the way for the final week of February.
I'm Kate from Coatesville, PA.
Raj Patel from Downingtown, PA.
Aiden Seiler, and I'm from Boyertown, Pennsylvania.
And we are
Penn State Thon.
One day we will dance in celebration.
Until then, we dance for a cure.
46 hours straight.
Join us tonight live from the Bryce Jordan Center as we reach the halfway point of the marathon.
You see how 16,000 student volunteers come together in the fight against childhood cancer.
Tonight at 7 p.m. on ABC-7.
America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Monday night at 7:30
on ABC-7.
Heavenly beauty unfolds on stage. A lost civilization revived. Experience China's 5,000 years of wonder before communism. Breathtaking, inspiring. See it at least once in your lifetime.
Shenyun coming to Lincoln Center March 26th to April 13th. Buy tickets now at shenyun.com.
It's time to dare to compare. President's Day edition. My Canyon bedroom and the competition similar set. Both come with a bed, nightstand, dresser, and mirror. But mine has hidden storage and costs $1,000 less. Dare to compare this President's Day at Bob's.
This is Alan. He's choosing to gamble on eating cheap gas station sushi. But when he gambles with money, Alan always makes responsible choices, like setting and sticking to his financial limits. Good luck, Alan. We all take risks in life. Just gamble responsibly.
Ruth! Listen, Jenna, I need to lay low for a few days.
Why?
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
TD Bank is proud to support Black community initiatives like Start Lighthouse. It's part of our commitment to a more inclusive and sustainable tomorrow. When people are empowered to participate in their community, good things happen. Sponsored by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Will Reeve, Finding My Father, Wednesday night on ABC.
Eyewitness News needs your help to protect our children. Have you seen Jevion? ABC-7 thanks you for helping to protect our children.
You eagle-eyed viewers might have noticed Eyewitness News has moved to a brand new studio and a brand new building. Did you get the memo?
Yeah, we have.
You can imagine it took quite some time to get this all up and running, but thanks to a lot of planning, a lot of hard work, we are now in our new home.
So happy to be in this beautiful new home, but we do want to reassure you this is the same Eyewitness News, the same great journalism and storytelling. We're just in this beautiful new space, and we do have some new high-tech and exciting tools to help bring you the news now. Of course, this is now our new forever home, and we are inviting you in with us to take a look.
Look at the men and women who work hard to put it together. We speeded this up just
I was going to say, quite efficient.
But
this happened all last week.
This is the studio coming together, the floor, the lighting, the set, the design, everything. A lot of people work some really long hours.
Yes, we are so appreciative.
Yes.
We are so appreciative to everyone behind the scenes who's made this look so fantastic.
And as you watch Eyewitness News, you're going to see all the new inventions that we have here.
That's right. And the same great weather, right, Jeff?
The same great weather.
Just better. More bells and whistles?
I had like new school vibes.
There
I walked right past the studio. My first time. I did eventually make it back in here, which is good news. But we have a brand new weather pattern setting up after we've dealt with the cold for much of the winter, especially this month in particular, the past week. We're talking about a big warm-up coming up. 50s by Tuesday and Wednesday. A live look outside right now over toward Midtown. You see Chrysler Building there, front and center. You see One Vanderbilt there on the left. Temperature is sitting at 37 degrees. Got up to 39, so just shy of the 40 40-degree mark during the day today, but a couple of locations did hit 40+ over parts of central New Jersey. A southwest wind coming in at 7, bringing that wind chill down a little bit, down to about 33. That's what you should dress for this evening. So it warmed up today compared to previous days, but still about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. Tomorrow and into the day on Monday as well into the 40s, and then we hit the 50s. We really hit our stride Tuesday and Wednesday. Sun setting these days 5:39, running a little bit of a surplus. We like to see that on monthly precipitation. It's been a cold winter. It's been a very cold February, kind of a sea of blue here on our calendar, indicating all these days that have been below average, 16 of the first 22 days of the month. But we'll be adding some red in here. We'll be adding some above average days as we head into Monday and beyond. So 38 at this hour at Newark, 35 at LaGuardia, your 35 at Poughkeepsie, the freezing mark down the shore at Belmar, and also on the island at Islip. Again, just some high clouds out there, a little system moving off to our north overnight tonight. We drop down to about 31 early tomorrow morning in the city, a lot of 20s north and west. And look at that, we rise well above the 40-degree mark in New York City by tomorrow afternoon. Just a blend of sun and clouds out there. Maybe a little bit more in the way of cloud cover on Monday, but very similar temperatures getting well up into the 40s. Might even hit 50+ on a couple of thermometers south and west in New York City. We fast forward to Tuesday. A little fly in the ointment here. Yes, Tuesday we do get up in the 50s because we get this wind coming in from the southwest. That's ahead of a little front. With that front, perhaps a spotty shower. Doesn't look like a big deal by late in the day into Tuesday evening. In the meantime, patchy clouds overnight tonight. We're down to about 31 for a low. Partly sunny, milder, rather nice, we'll call it, on Sunday. I think you'd agree with that. 45 after what we've been through. That's going to feel really nice. West wind coming in about 8 to 16. Partly cloudy skies tomorrow night. Dropping down to freezing, but not below freezing for a change. So here's your AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Heading into Monday, more clouds out there again, but similar temperatures in the middle 40s. And then all of a sudden, we're talking 54 for a high on Tuesday. Yes, we have a raindrop on there. It doesn't look like a big deal, though. Perhaps a shower or two in the afternoon into Tuesday evening. Maybe we'll just call it a sprinkle. Wednesday, sun and clouds out there, 54. That is the Tanya Rivero pick of the week on Wednesday.
Thank you.
A few showers do return, though, by Thursday. There's a better shot at showers on Thursday before we dry things out. Look at that, March 1st. You're reading it right. Saturday, partly sunny. Looks like March comes in like a lamb.
All right, but I've got my eyes focused on Wednesday, Jeff.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm just keeping focused. Right. Thank you.
All right.
Ryan Field is not new, but his highlights are.
No, but we have the new studio smell in here. You like that? The Knicks' struggles against good teams are a growing concern. Plus, Juan Soto shines in his Mets debut. But he wasn't the only one making his mark down in Florida. One of the Yankees' top prospects living up to the hype. Sports is next.
Make some noise!
Oh, wicked.
The music was just so great.
Kills.
Timothy Chalamet was amazing.
A Rolling Stone.
This is my favorite part.
You see a real pain? Sometimes I think that's what you think of me.
He's going to win the Oscar.
The Oscars, hosted by Conan O'Brien. Sunday, March 2nd at 7.
Right here on ABC-7.
I was exhibiting symptoms of heart failure. I was quickly diagnosed with an aneurysm. I was terrified.
Jay had a procedure where his aortic root was essentially replaced. He's doing beautifully.
Learning that it was hereditary, my attention quickly shifted to my daughter.
We are not just individual doctors, we're really family doctors.
I wouldn't be here today without New York Presbyterian.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota.
Get President's Day savings all month long. Right now, get 1.99% APR on a new 2025 Tundra or Tundra iForce Max Hybrid, our most powerful Tundra ever. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
An MSC cruise isn't just a vacation, it's a holiday full of European style
And all the things Americans love, too. Come on, Bloom.
There are a ton of football matches.
Games, football games. Woo! You ready for some adrenaline?
I was born ready. How high is that?
So high.
Privacy.
Privacy.
Gelato.
Froyo.
Architecture.
Sharkitecture.
That is a big hat.
It's American. Of course it's big.
What a vacation.
Don't you mean holiday?
My bad.
We should stop now.
Yeah.
Tobacco doesn't care about your tomorrow. Fight for your future. Quit smoking today. You can quit. Call 1-866-NY-QUITS.
The new season hasn't started, but the Mets are in first place.
And you love that. A lot of people on this desk do, that's for sure.
A lot of happy Mets fans.
You could hear Yankee fans everywhere saying, of course he did this in his first at-bat. Pinch yourselves, Mets fans. This isn't a dream. Juan Soto is a Met, and he took the field in orange and blue for the first time today. And talk about making a great first impression. In his very first at-bat with his new team, this happened.
He drives this one out to left center. Leon back to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. And Juan Soto has homered in his first spring training at bat as a New York Met.
Oh, yes, sir, he did. Soto with a 426-foot moonshot in his Mets debut. Why not? The Amazons win 6-2 the happy final over the Astros. Mr. Soto, your thoughts?
We've been working really hard this offseason to be ready in good shape and putting my swing in the best spot for this year, and it's just paying off. First year with the Mets and everything, it's going to be unforgettable.
As for the Yankees, they began life without Juan Soto. Carlos Rodon, he's had better days, serves up the RBI single to Vlad Guerrero Jr. in the first. Rodon gave up 3 runs in 2 2/3. Not exactly a great start, but don't tell that to Spencer Jones. The Bombers' second-ranked prospect says, see ya, deep to left and gone. 2-run smash. He's a guy to keep an eye on this spring. Yanks fall to the Blue Jays 6-4, the final. In the NBA, the Nets square off against the Sixers tonight in Philly. We'll have highlights at 11. Meantime, the Knicks' struggles against good teams suddenly feel a lot more magnified after what happened last night in Cleveland. The Cavs crushed them by 37. Yikes. Tom Thibodeau's crew now 0-6 against the NBA's elite, the Celtics, Cavs, and Thunder. The head coach says that's not going to cut it.
You can't allow anything to break you. You got to have the mental toughness to get through things. There's got to be a lot more resolve, particularly on the road against a team that is this good.
On the ice, we shuffle off to Buffalo. Rangers and Sabres, home team getting on the board early. Jack Quinn beating Igor Shesterkin. Igor has given up 5 goals in the first period and got pulled. Right now, Rangers down 5-0 after 1. The Devils also in action. They are down 2-0 in the first against Dallas. And how about this? Former Met and current Blue Jays starting pitcher Chris Bassett had to pay up after finishing in last place in his fantasy football league. Bassett had to serve as the team's bat boy for the first spring training game. His jersey number today, it's his fantasy football record, a dismal 4-10. Woof. You know, it's one thing to have to deal with that with your friends if you lose your fantasy football league and finish in last place, but to put it out to the public like that, and everybody can see just how bad of a season you had, might want to take the 2025 campaign and set that one out.
Not exactly the fantasy.
No, it was not more like a nightmare, Mr. Torres. Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Tanya Rivero.
And I'm Joe Torres. Be sure to stay with Channel 7 tonight for 2 very important programs. At 7 o'clock, it's Thon 2025, a dance-a-thon started by Penn State to help raise money for kids and families impacted by pediatric cancer. Then at 7:30, it's Operation 7 Save a Life, led by Eyewitness News anchor Bill Ritter. World News Tonight is next. We will see you back here in the news studio at 11 o'clock.
The devastation in LA shows the deadly power of fire. That's why ABC7 promotes fire safety with Operation 7 Save a Life. We'll cover preventing brush fires in our area, lithium-ion battery fires, plus dramatic training inside a plane. Watch Operation 7 Save a Life tonight at 7:30 on Channel 7.
Sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places.
Here and Now is all about your community, current issues affecting your life, and bold voices making a difference.
Watch Here and Now wherever you stream ABC7 New York.
The Oscars.
Hosted by me, Conan O'Brien.
Sunday, March 2nd, live on ABC.
Sponsored locally by Hiscox. There's no business like small business.
When it comes to secondhand smoke, they don't have a choice. Kids with asthma who are exposed to secondhand smoke have more frequent and severe attacks. It's time to clear the air.
I love betting on the NBA with FanDuel, especially when I've got the world's greatest basketball mind on my side. What's up, Chuck GPT?
What's up, Chuck IRL?
What do you think about this parlay?
It's great.
But why don't you use me for something you really need help with? What does Charles Barkley really need help with? Hundreds of results found. Uh-oh. Fashion sense, basic math. What? Being on time, portion control, conflict resolution, enunciating, free throw percentage.
New customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Eating vegetables.
Hey, look at my new true crime show, How I Escaped My Cult. Next, Cameron Hall.